Good evening. We are meeting right now to discuss something that's very important uh, for our careers, for our school. It's important that we know who we are serving. So there is multiple layers of data, multiple sources of data to drive our decisions that we make in the classroom, at the macro level, at the school level, and even the bigger level at the district level. There is decisions that need to be made that are driven by what is happening in the classroom as far as where our students are. And that is also a second point that I do want to bring up, and that is measuring the right type of data to understand and make meaning, true meaning of what that data is trying to tell us, to show how we need to differentiate instruction in the classroom to meet the needs of students. There's plenty of performance data that we can go over, beginning of the year assessments, middle of the year assessments, end of the year assessments, where our students start off with and what they know at that particular moment in time, to where the objective that we need to set for them throughout the year, through our SLOs, and where we want them to be. It also helps teacher identify annual goals and growth measures that they need to meet for themselves, as long as with their students, with their SLOs, and what it is the teacher needs to do to accomplish that as far as professional development, and through setting those goals, and what it is they need to do. It also helps teachers that are knowing that their students are going to be needing some type of intervention, which is what's going on our campus, as well as yours, I understand. And of course, getting students enrolled in the RTI process, and who will it be serving, the intentions of those services, and of course, scheduling decisions, which is something that I think as an elementary school professional, you are what grade, ma'am? Kindergarten?
Kindergarten.
Okay. So there are certain other data at that level that help us understand where the students are as far as, phonics instruction, as far as their reading levels, as far as accuracy, fluency. And that helps determine if the building blocks that they're going to need to put together as far as their growth throughout the years, progressing from kindergarten to first grade, and of course the expectations that are set for a first grader incoming. And that, of course, all changed with COVID-19. I think students coming in at the first grade level, of course, were expected. It was something that we kind of foresaw at the end of the last term, the beginning of summer, and we knew that coming in it was going to be a different ball game. And as far as what I mentioned earlier about scheduling decisions that need to be made based off the interventions that will be starting now and going on for a couple of weeks until they move on to the next level of the next tiered RTI intervention level, when of course that we'll probably have a couple of less students, but we still figure that the amount of students going through the RT process, especially this year, is going to be heavy. There's going to be a heavy load of students.
Large
And
amount.
scheduling who is going to be in there at what time, how much instruction is going to be missed out throughout the day, who is being pulled from what level instructional aids from kinder and pre-K, and the pre-K 3 and the pre-K 4 classrooms, unfortunately. So that, of course, affects their classrooms. And of course, it is very important, other than the performance data, that we also understand our demographics. I know we had talked about that a little earlier, but demographics are a true representation of who it is we're serving. They're a reflection of the community. We know our numbers, and we see that number, and of course, we know that our community is in, they just need just as much as help as everybody else. And one last thing I did want to bring up in the management of data, and of course using that data, deriving meaning, is incorporating technology into it. And that's something that we've all seen more of nowadays. And of course, I'm sure you guys use DMAX solutions.
Yes.
DMAX solutions to disaggregate the data that we are getting. And it will tell us, of course, what TEAC is to be focused on, what are areas of strength,
Detailed. Yes, it's
Detailed,
detailed.
exactly. What reteaching methods can we do? Spiraling activities to go back over material that we know will be essential. But that's why I wanted to bring you in today, just to discuss these important decisions that people on campus leadership administrative teams have to make. And I just want to thank you for coming in, and I want to keep it short. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for having me join.
Thank you, Mrs. Reyes. Have a good
Thank
evening.
you. You too.